What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you guys some more SpinTires. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing something that I've been kind of wanting to do for a while at SpinTires. We finally have a, as you can see, we have on the end, we have a Dodge Ram 3500, and then in the middle, we have a GMC, which is basically the Ironhide version of the GMC, and funny enough, I had to use the six-wheeler version because I could not get the regular version to work. I could not get it to work. It just crashed my game every single time. And we also have the Ford F450 that you guys have seen in my videos before, and we're basically going to be doing a American truck shootout. So we're going to be taking the same routes and just kind of seeing what these trucks are capable of and seeing which one comes out on top. So we're going to start out with the Ford F450, and basically what we're going to do, what these tests are going to be made up of, is kind of basically, as far as off-roading abilities go, like I said, we're going to take the same route. We're going to see how they compare as far as speed, how they compare as far as off-roading capabilities, and just to see what they can do in general. Now, I'm not in all-wheel drive yet, so we get a lot of contact patch from the rear dualies, and we're going to see how long it takes before I actually have to put this truck in rear-wheel drive. Why did I say rear-wheel drive? I mean all-wheel drive. We'll see how long it takes before I put the truck into all-wheel drive. So, right off the bat, we're actually going to go ahead and go down to the left right here. We're going to make sure it's in low. We're not going to put it in all-wheel drive yet. In fact, we're going to go ahead and put it in all-wheel drive now, because if we don't, we're going to get into some trouble. And we're going to lock the diff. And we're in trouble already, because I think we might have screwed it up. I think we might have actually beached the truck. Can we get it out? Yes, we can get it out. There we go. There we go. The nice thing about this Ford, the feeling you get when you're driving it, is that it's very... Whoa, that tree just completely came down. But whenever you're driving this Ford, it always feels really, really stable. It never feels like it's actually going to roll over on you, which is a nice thing to have if you're going down a steep, any kind of steep hill like this. Whoa. Now, as far as mud goes, I mean, this isn't that much mud. We're going to get into a lot more mud later on. When we actually go do the actual mudding test, when we go through the river and things like that. But that was basically what we're going to use that road for is sort of a stability test. So just seeing how stable the truck is and whether it'll roll over or not. And then there will also be a climbing test. And I don't know if these trucks can all tow trailers or not. I'm not sure on that. I'll check actually later on and probably make a follow-up video to this one where towing is included as a test. Now, I've got a little bit more mud, but like I said, not a huge amount. We're going to end up going through some actual deep mud later on as we get up to the river right here. But the next test that we're going to do is the climbing test, which is that hill over there, which is actually the steepest hill that you can, or not the steepest hill, but the steepest road on the map. So first thing you have to do is get through this mud and then head through the river and then go up the hill. So you have to keep your momentum going through the water, which can be kind of difficult for some vehicles. I know some of my vehicles actually get washed down the river with the current. Not bad. Power's definitely there. The only problem is I don't think we're going to be able to get over this obstacle because it's just too steep up here at the top to actually crawl over it. Whoa! We've done a backflip. That wasn't planned. That wasn't my plan whatsoever. Okay. Let me try this one more time, but I think it's kind of impossible just because of the fact that it's so steep. Maybe even if we go at it from an angle, I don't know. Oh, so close. Seriously, so close. What if we try and back up the hill? See if it can put its power down like this in reverse. Up a hill this steep. If we get up this in reverse, that'll be crazy. Oh my god. It's pulling. Maybe. No, not really. It's too steep. It really is too steep. So, I'm not going to take any of the other trucks up here. But, well, actually, no. You know what I might do? I might just see if they can make it all the way to the top to where they get stuck. And as long as they are able to make it up to the top of the first hill without spinning their tires, since this is the steepest bit, then I'll consider that test passed. So let's actually head back through the river and head over to this other road that you guys might be able to see on the other side. You might, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Basically straight in front of us. And we're going to see how this thing does sort of in a, I guess, kind of an off-roading environment where there's some mixed terrain, like some mud, some regular ground, some hills that are kind of banked weirdly. And, ooh, yes. Yes. I was wanting to find a road like this. But still, this truck, I feel like it has a lot of, just a lot of stability, and it's just really, really nice and stable all the time. It never feels like it's going to, do anything weird or do anything that's going to be, like, something you don't want it to do necessarily. But I'm really, really liking this truck. I've always liked this truck ever since I downloaded the mod originally, and it's always been one of my go-to trucks. Definitely been one of my go-to trucks. So let's actually go ahead and bring it back down. And I believe, yeah, I can hear the Dodge. I can hear the Cummins. It's actually by far the loudest truck of the three. By far the loudest truck of the three. So we're actually gonna save the Dodge for last. We're gonna go ahead and take the GMC out next. And for anybody saying that the GMC is unfair because it has 3 axles instead of 2, there's only one thing I have to say about that, and that is the fact that this thing is so much longer than the others that it more than makes up for the fact that it has 6 wheels, in the fact that it's extremely hard to maneuver sometimes. Now, it's not the fastest, definitely not the fastest. I would say it's faster than the Ford, but not as fast as the Dodge. Now, as far as climbing, you got a ton of contact patch. I mean, you have so many tires being driven at the same time, so many wheels being driven at the same time, that you're always gonna have some kind of power being driven to the ground. Now, it is, well, there goes that tree again. There goes that tree again. It is quite a bit, well, I wouldn't say quite a bit wider than the others, but it is, like I said earlier, quite a bit longer, and that length can pose some issues. Now, going through the mud, we should be okay, but when it comes to cornering, you do have to back up and then go forward again quite a bit, which can get frustrating and can actually get pretty old after a while, because, let's be honest, nobody likes to have to go forward and then reverse and then forward and then reverse again just to make it around one single corner. You just don't want that. However, just the fact that this thing has all these smoke effects and those stacks, it definitely makes it one of the most visually appealing trucks out of the 3. Let's see if we can make it across here. Nope. Nope. We just kind of messed up the second we went on the bridge. Can we get out? Diff lock. Oh, almost there. There we go. Not bad. Alright, let's see if we can fit it across. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Power! That's not worked. Yeah, that's not worked. The Ford made it across. The GMC didn't. So, yeah, it is definitely wider than the Ford. And is a little bit more prone to flip over than the Ford is. But I feel like it's more powerful. Even though it has more wheels to send its power to, even though the power is being sent to more places at once, I still feel like this GMC is more powerful than that Ford. And we're going to actually take it to the hill now, the hill climb, and see if it can actually make it up. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not going to make it actually up and over. And wow, the current is actually washing this truck down the river a little bit. It didn't do that in the Ford at all, really. All right, power. Let's see what this thing can do up this hill. No wheel spin whatsoever. So definitely putting its power down well. And because of the articulation in the suspension, it gets up both hills just fine. So that right there just goes to show you how nice it is to have that much suspension articulation, because we just literally just monstered that hill. Literally just, it wasn't a problem. Not an issue whatsoever. Just completely monstered that hill. So definitely has a little bit more capabilities in the way of actually getting up and over hills and obstacles than the Ford does. However, it is longer, which means it is harder to turn corners in the GMC. So you're definitely going to have trade-offs for each individual truck, but it's definitely there's definitely gains where there are bad points for each trucks. Or for each truck's, God, what am I saying? There's bad points for each truck, but there's also some really good points to each truck, too. And the climbing abilities of this GMC are just awesome. Absolutely just awesome as far as the climbing goes. Now, let me see if I can actually find... Oh, here's that desert area where we have that little pond that has a ton of mud in it. Let's actually try and get up the other side, if we can. I don't know. It might dig in and it might get stuck, but I don't think it will. Let's pop it in low and see what it does. Yeah, there's a boulder in there. There's a boulder in there that likes to snag anybody that tries to go through this pond. I'm actually quite disappointed right now with this thing. It just kind of died. I'll snap it out of the water. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Have to do a little bit of reverse out, but no problem whatsoever. Now let's just go ahead and head back to the actual spawn point, which I believe, I don't know, I think it's to the left. Yeah, we've gone the complete wrong way. We've gone the complete wrong way. How nice. Let's go ahead and head back to the spawn point, and I will see you guys back there when we actually get in the Ram. Now, my impressions on this truck, as far as the whole package goes, it's really great for climbing and crawling, and it's a really like badass looking truck. However, it does struggle with mud and, well, not mud, but like muddy rivers and things like that, because it likes to get just kind of stuck, and it's easily pushed by the tides for some weird reason. I would think this would be way heavier than that Ford, but anyway, for some reason it does get stuck there, and it also has it also is way more prone to lean and possibly roll over on steep slopes than the Ford is. So I will see you guys in the Dodge and see what's going on with that. Alright, so we're back in the Dodge, and it is way louder, as you guys can probably hear, than both of the other trucks, especially the GMC, and there's a reason why it's a lot louder, though, because it is by far the fastest truck of the three. I'll just go ahead and do a launch for you guys here. Let me just kind of creep up to the edge right here, at the edge of the spawn point, and then I'm going to absolutely floor it out of here. No all-wheel drive on, nothing like that. In fact, no, we're going to turn all-wheel drive on so we can get a good hookup, but you guys are going to see how crazy fast this thing is. So 3, 2, 1, go. It gets off the line immediately. Immediately. By far the fastest truck of the three, and it is actually a little bit hard to control because it hops all over the place because of all that power behind it. Now that you've seen how quickly that truck accelerates, we're going to go back to the actual off-road testing with it. Now, this version of the mod does have Cummins wheels on it, so does the Ford. However, this one is lifted a bit more than the Ford is, and I personally think that between the Ford and the Dodge, at least, this one looks way better. I mean, just on the just the looks department, Dodge looks way better in my opinion. I'm not going to try to compare it in looks to the GMC, because I feel like the GMC... Wow. Excuse me. No idea what that was about. Anyway, the GMC I feel like is kind of out of the competition as far as looks go, because who's not going to pick the six-wheeler? But this truck is definitely... to me, as far as like just out of the Dodge and the Ford, this one looks way meaner and way more badass. I mean, even when you have it in low, it is so much faster than the other two. And since it is lifted up more than the Ford is, it does like to lean a bit more, but certainly not as much as the GMC did. Certainly not as much. This truck actually, despite being lifted, keeps itself pretty well planted. When you put when you get on the gas, when you put that gas on, it is just a monster. An absolute monster. I mean, it just wakes the whole thing up. Just put it down and power! There we go. I had to shift out of low and turn the diff lock off, but it just has so much power. We're not even going to cross the bridge this time. It goes right in, powers its way out. Nothing stands in this thing's way. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is a monster. Sometimes you just have to put on the diff lock just to keep it under control. I mean, it monsters the river. And then when you get to a steep hill, it's like, steep hill? Who cares? I'm going to jump at the top of it. Whoa, I did not expect that. Holy crap. I mean, by far the fastest vehicle I have right now in SpinTires. Crazy, crazy, crazy performance. An absolutely insane truck. I mean, sometimes you just have to stick it in low to kind of rein it in a little bit, but, I mean, this truck in low is faster than a lot of the trucks in the game in high. So, it's definitely one you should absolutely check out. And there will be links in the description below to all three of these trucks. I'm going to have to see, to try and remember where I got the 6x6 GMC, because it's, I believe I got it from SpinTires.nl, which is like a third-party, non-affiliated mod site, which is kind of, it's affiliated. It's basically a fan site for mods for SpinTires. It's not the official UV game forum. But, and I know I said I wouldn't mess with any unofficial, like, stuff that wasn't verified by the developer, but, I saw a bunch of videos of these crazy mods, and I was like, screw it, I'm going to the other mods. Monsters it! Doesn't even care. Doesn't even care. It just goes. Absolutely no worries whatsoever. This thing, you could take it anywhere, and it wouldn't care. It wouldn't care. It'd just be like, okay, yeah, okay, screw this mud, screw this hill. Not even an issue. Not even an issue. Let's actually see where this takes us, because it should take us back up to the area that where we went with the Ford. Yeah, that's the road. That's the road that I missed. Okay. I'm going to put it in low, because I'm not going to risk going down a one-lane dirt road in this thing that's quite curvy in high. And I'm going to turn the diff lock off, because when you have it on, your turning radius is greatly reduced. Let's actually go down this way, though, because there's something interesting down here. And I want to see if this truck can actually make it across this, because I did it in the Unimog, but I don't know if this will be too wide for it or not. Front tires are on. Get the rear dualies on. Come on. Oh, jeez. Slowly. All right, let's reverse just a little bit. Real slow, real slow. Like I said, I did this in the Unimog, but I don't know what the story will be in this truck. Oh, God. Oh, I'm very scared right now. That is, oh, that's not a good position to be in. Power, maybe? We fix it with power. Fix it with power and speed. Yes. Yes. There we go. Even when they put rocks in the river, it doesn't care. It monsters it. It's got no cares whatsoever about rocks, mud. It just is a total beast. I mean, that's what I've basically decided to call this thing too, the Beast, because that's honestly the best thing to relate it to, because it does so much and it's so good at what it does that that's what it basically is the Beast. And it doesn't even want to flip over no matter how hard you try. I mean, you can make it flip over, yeah, if you go over a million jumps and stuff, but other than that, it doesn't want to flip over, it doesn't want to get stuck. It's just brilliant. It really is just brilliant, and it is by far the most effective truck I have ever had in SpinTires for off-roading. This thing will monster any obstacle you throw at it. Absolutely anything. I believe I came from this direction. Or, yeah, I came from this direction. Actually, you know what? Forget the road. We're gonna go up the river. Why? Because I want to, and why? Because I want to, and I can in this truck. I mean, and if I thought that Unimog had boat status, This is freaking battleship status right here. And at the end, it'll just crawl right out. Just no worries whatsoever about flipping. It just crawls it. It just crawls it. It doesn't even phase the truck at all. And there's actually a higher speed version of this mod that I'm honestly scared to try because of the fact that this is so fast already. But you know what I might do? I might... No! Okay, I almost... No. Did I really just do that? Oh, man. We're in the mud. We're kind of... Yeah, that's actually not... That's not mud. That's the mud glitch. We've had the mud glitch. Okay, you know what? Snap it, because that's the only way to get out of the mud glitch. Come on. Don't get sucked in. That's the thing with the mud glitch. You get sucked into it, and then you can't get out. Come on. We get out this way? Maybe? No, we're stuck. That mud glitch will get you. It really will get you. But now that we've kind of performed all the tests I wanted to do with this truck, I'm going to go ahead and try out the high-speed version. I'm very scared. Very, very worried about this. It's called the More Power mod. So, tiny tires. What the heck? Okay, that's just screwed up. Alright, that's just weird. I don't even know what they were thinking when they put those on. Well, let's go. Let's see what this More Power mod does. That's really odd. With tires that small and it being this fast. And you flipped it. And I flipped it. Yeah, with tires that small, that was never really going to work anyway. So, let me actually see if I can make it across to the other side of this. Come on. Okay, diff lock on. No, mud glitch. Wait, no, maybe not. Can we get out of it? And yeah, no, this is not actual, like, mud. This is a glitch that happens. It might look like just the mud in the game, but it really isn't. It's a glitch. Because once you drive into it, you get stuck on your side. Trying to bypass the mud. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It knocks down trees. It knocks them down. It doesn't even care. It knocks them down. It's crazy. That's the first truck I've had that just flat out knocks down trees. That's insane. Absolutely nothing to get in the way. Absolutely nothing. Don't even know where we're going, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatsoever with the capabilities of this truck. And there's the stuck one. There's a stuck one. Alright, well, I think I've found my favorite truck in SpinTires, totally. I mean, by far. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And this truck, if you guys, seriously, honestly, if you guys want an amazing truck for SpinTires that just monsters any obstacle, get this truck. There'll be a link in the description box below. You guys honestly really want to get this truck.